In that time frame that you know that the beast was being reborn is the Renaissance era and the late 1400s. Starting with Cesare Borgia around that area, around that era. Um, Pope Alexander the Third, I believe it's Pope Alexander the Third. Um, his son posed for the so-called picture of Jesus. Okay, that's when the beast started to come back into its power. Okay, you have to forgive me for that. Um, let's go. It says, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. Right. So, you had the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire went down. You had a quite lengthy period of time. A couple, almost 1,000 years, right around 1,000 years. Give or take 100 years or so, and then you had it being reborn again. So you had it die, then you had it come back to life. Okay, and it's alive and well right now, until, like I said, it's going to go into perdition, because we know that Yahweh Shai is going to come back and he's going to put his foot all up this beast's hindquarters. Okay, um, verse 9, it says, and here is the mind which have wisdom. The seven heads are seven mountains on which the woman sitteth. Okay, and we spoke about the seven heads. It says, and there are seven kings, five are fallen, one is, and the other is not yet come. Right. So, who are the five? The Right. So the five is the Greeks, the Germania Major, Germania Minor, Gauls, and um, the Spanish. All right, the one that those are the five. Okay, the one that is speaking about England, and the one that is yet to come is America. It says, verse reading in 10. It says, and when he cometh, he must continue a short space. All right, and the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, and he is of the seven, and goeth into perdition. Right. So speaking of England coming out of America, or England and America coming out of England. Um, with the 13 original colonies. Okay. Let's get a quick precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 50 and 11. It says, because you were glad, because you rejoiced, because you destroyers of my heritage, because you are grown fat as the heifer at the grass, and bellow as bulls, your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, and a dry land, and a desert. Speaking of the destruction of America, and it said, your mother shall be sore confounded. All right, that's speaking of Great Britain being the mother of America. When you look at the flag, okay, um, the flag is red, white, and blue. The original, the British colors are red, white, and blue. America the Beautiful is basically God Save the Queen. There's so many different parallels between America and Britain because you know America was birthed by Britain, pretty much. No, pretty much about it. That's what it is. All right, and the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as of yet, but no, have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Uh, and these have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Right. So right now, all these countries are in rulership. You know, like I said, they're all of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and the European Union. And these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is the Lord of Lords and King of Kings, and they that are with him are called chosen and faithful. All right, like I said, man, Yahweh Shai is going to go to war with these dudes. Okay, these countries, these are all Edomite based countries who believe that they can go to war with the one who the world eternally calls Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, he is gonna come back. He is our savior. He is our protection. Our he is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That is our hedge. That is our we are joint heirs with him. What did it say? It said that they that are with them are called chosen and faithful. Right, and the servants of the Lord, okay, his chosen men, we're going to be here as boots on the ground with him. Okay, we are, Lord's will, we are willing participants in this action, that's gonna get popped off. Okay. Verse 15, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Going back to where I was saying earlier about America being a seething pot, and is confirming that. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Right, because there's right now you have. So let's deal with what it just said. It said that the 10 horns, going back to name these countries: Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain and Portugal, uh, England and Ireland, and West Germany. All right, these 10 horns that thou sawest upon the beast shall hate the whore being America. So you're going to see America's allies turn on them. Okay, that is prophecy, and I'm not sure. Nobody. It can only be speculated on what the event is going to be. That's going to turn the tide upside down. But we know that it's going to happen. Okay. It says, and they shall eat her flesh and they shall burn her with fire. All right. It says, for the Most High had put in their hearts to fulfill His will and to agree to give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High should be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is the great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. And what is the great city that is reigning over the kings of the earth? All right, it's not hard to figure out that that's speaking about America. All right, who has the most dominion? What is the reserve currency right now? All right, what is the language, the dominant language here in America? I guarantee you it's the same language that you need in order to be a pilot. All right, it's not a coincidence. All right, America is that great whore that is sitting on the beast, that is doomed and destined to be made desolate via ICBM missiles, via the chariots, via the prophets, okay, and all through the strength and the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So that was the last verse, Lord's will. This was edifying. And with that being said, we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, the women, the children, and the confusion of face to follow. Shalom.